Candace Owens, great to have you on tonight. Thank you. So what effect will this have? And you are a woman, you're married, you just had a baby. In the wake of this, can anyone really say, I'm a woman, I'm a man? Do those terms have meaning anymore?
You will be called a bigot, as I have been called a bigot, a hateful individual, a transphobe. We know the left just likes to use all of these pejoratives when you are speaking common sense. And I find this to be unbelievably offensive, the idea that there are no differences between men and women, especially, as you just mentioned, me being someone that just gave birth 6 weeks ago. The idea that there is nothing that makes me special, nothing that makes me different from a man that stands up and says, I now identify as a woman, it's quite frankly insulting. And take a look at this. Just honestly, just think about this for a second to really paint a picture of what the left is trying to do. What they're saying right now that is that LeBron James, when he was in high school and was drafted to the NBA, LeBron James and all his physical prowess should have been allowed to in high school say, I no longer identify as a man, I identify as a woman, and he should have been allowed to compete with every woman in any other competition, and that would have been deemed equal. That would have been deemed an exercise in achieving equality. We know that that is anything but, and this is the problem with the left, Tucker, and it's so serious. They do not understand what equality is. They don't know what equality it means. They think it's sameness. They think we just need to make everybody a carbon copy of the other person. Nobody can have any differences. They hate the idea of male, female, girl, boy, because that means that there are some differences between all of us, and there is. You know, and what conservatives fight for is we want to make sure people have equal opportunities, but we acknowledge that there are real biological realities that cannot be ignored.
Well, I mean, and once you pretend they don't exist, then, I mean, it kind of changes how people feel about men and women, right? I mean, one of the reasons that men revere women is they perpetuate the species. They breastfeed, they give birth. I know we're supposed to think that's not a big thing. It's the only thing. It's the greatest thing. And so all of a sudden, if we're claiming that men can breastfeed and men can give birth, then, like, what's special about women exactly? Seriously.
Nothing. They're saying nothing is special about women. And by the way, you just said breastfeeding. I don't know if you received the update last week, Tucker, but that's now offensive. You have to say chest feeding because breastfeeding is non-exclusive enough. And here's actually what I find to be really funny, right? They go on about calling us transphobic, but think about somebody like Rachel Dolezal. The left completely were so angry about her because she is, for lack of a better term, transracial, right? She is a biological white female who woke up one day and decided that she was going to be black until she was discovered. Well, imagine if like Rachel Dolezal signed up and started taking opportunities away from black people for black academic success, black scholarships. Wouldn't the left absolutely implode if Rachel Dolezal was given a scholarship because she thought she was black? She woke up one day and decided to be black. Why can't they have the same standards for women? Why are they allowing them to erase women? You know, they told us that we should fear Donald Trump and a Trump administration, right? Because women, it was going to be so dangerous if Trump got into office. Well, look at what Joe Biden did in just a couple of weeks in office. That is where the real concern lies.
I mean, this is so obviously late empire insanity that future generations will mock, obviously. They won't even believe it happened. And it only exists because the rest of us tolerate it, and you don't. And I'm grateful to you for being as honest as you are. Just congratulations on your son.
Thank you so much.
Again, the most important thing.